bringing Circle into the conversation, guys. They want to become a bank now. Okay, and we knew this was coming. We knew this day would come. Circle Internet Group, global financial and stablecoin leader, has formally submitted an application to the Office of the Comptroller to establish a national trust bank, first national digital currency bank. That's kind of fly. It's kind of fly. FNDCB or NDCB. I think y'all they could have went with first with Circle National Digital Bank. That don't make no sense. That don't make no sense. Either way, we saw this day coming. The momentum from the IPO, the Circle Payments Network, various other integrations, they talked about it, originally talked about this back in 2022. But things had to really go in their favor for it to happen. New administration, Trump comes in, changes everything. We got more comprehensive legislation around stablecoins now. The timing of this couldn't be better. But what I am hearing is that this could potentially be a threat to the space. Now, I don't necessarily understand that take, that point of view, because when you think about how deeply embedded Circle is in crypto, I don't see them ever becoming a threat to us. Because for one, Brian and Coinbase will pull the rug from up under them with the quickness. All right. 50% of the revenue going to Coinbase. 50%. 50%. So for that, knowing that fact in and of itself, you should not fear Circle's moves in the traditional market. Like I made it known in my previous segment on Circle, much like Coin and Coinbase, the longer that they've stayed in the traditional market, the better it has been for not only the base chain, but recognition of the crypto space in general. People look at this market a lot differently now that we've had one of our largest exchange successfully IPO. Price did come down a little bit, but it recovered, and now it's sustaining and it's bringing new innovation to the market. And now they're bringing in their friends, bringing in their friends. So as it stands right now, though, Circle wants to get this done because they also believe that it would help strengthen their case to meet requirements under the proposed Genius Act, which is, we know, the major legislation that is focused on stablecoins here in the United States. And we also know that it has been changed in recent weeks to include the little number about non-financial public companies issuing stablecoins. Wanted to make sure that was correct. So Circle is trying to position themselves to be the go-to stablecoin provider, federally funded and backed here in the United States for these major retail companies that are very, very attracted to the idea of a stablecoin. Very attracted to the idea of a stablecoin. Now, something else too I want to bring up here is the fact that Circle, they're waiting right now for approval. But if you look at the track record, Circle already has licenses from the New York Department of Financial Services here in the United States. They were the first public stablecoin issuer to become MiCA compliant in the EU. And then a little bit after that, they picked up their compliancy with the FSRA in Dubai. So I don't see anything that would prevent them from getting this charter, especially when you know who's custodying their money. BNY Mellon and BlackRock. Yeah. People forgetting about that. I remember covering that story a couple years ago. BlackRock buys Circle. Essentially, that's what I called it because that's what they did. The majority of funds in custody for Circle, their reserves, they're managed by BlackRock and BNY Mellon. So when you know that two of the biggest forces in finance are supporting Circle, Coinbase is just a front man. Okay? It also now it makes me wonder just how deeply embedded BlackRock is into Coinbase. But when you know that BlackRock and BNY Mellon, two of the largest financial entities, is backing Circle, it's hard to say that they are now a threat to the crypto space. Because again, I stand on the fact that Circle, the better that they do, the better it is for the public blockchain networks that run their stablecoins. Because again, that's the reoccurring theme. None of these public companies, a Walmart nor Amazon, will be able to move this stablecoin without one of these public networks being in the middle. They haven't figured out a way to do it yet. They may have their own DLT structures, blockchain APIs, certain ways that they could low code a sort of blockchain payment network, but it's isolated. What makes Circle so valuable, and that's what they packaged into the Circle Payments Network, was that ability to bring in a non-crypto company into the world of stablecoin payments and expose them to all of the networks that they can run their network, their stablecoin through. They become a bank now? Nobody can stop us. Nobody can stop us at that point. We're legit. If someone comes to you and says crypto is a scam, well, one of the biggest crypto companies is now a bank. So you tell me how much of a scam that is, and they'll probably go into the whole fiat in itself is a scam, but that's not the point I'm trying to make here. That's not the point I'm trying to make here. Good one for Circle. I think they're gonna get the charter. And you know what else, guys? I don't know if I mentioned this before, but I own Circle. I got in on that IPO. It was through Robinhood. I told y'all I was overly excited, didn't probably articulate it the best that I could, but I got in. Okay? And I am not disappointed. Not at all, ladies and gentlemen.